lesson. And I thought about the lesson, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. I had the lesson all wrong. Somebody told me how the lesson basically was when I was young, and in my mind, I remembered it a different way than what it reads. So today, we went back and we reread it. He read it first, and then I read it for myself, because when he read it, I said, man, that don't sound like what I remember. He said, well, that's what the Bible say. That's what it's saying right now. I said, man, when I get a chance, I want to put my eyes on it. I want to put my own eyes on it for myself, because once I put my eyes on it for myself and I read it for myself, it'll get down in my spirit and I'll be able to fully embrace it and fully receive it. So now I got it down in my spirit. I done fully embraced it and I done fully read it, and I'm like, man, I had it backwards. I had it all wrong. I thought God told him to keep the other people and not the ones who lap like a dog. I thought the ones who lap like a dog, God said he ain't want those people. But it turns out that those are the very people God wanted. Amen. Amen. And I break that part down a little more with you, but starting in the beginning, man, it says that Gideon arose early in the morning, early in the morning, and God told him that they was going to war. But he told him he had too many people with him. He said, I cannot allow y'all to go down and fight the war right now with all them soldiers. So they had like 32,000 men. You got me? So they had all these men. And God is saying that I can't allow you to go down with all those men. Because if you go down with all those men, they gonna feel like they won the fight. They won the war. You know, a lot of times you'll be smelling yourself. If you got all the money, you'll think you done it. If you can fight real good, you'll think you done it. So God is saying now, man, don't send all them. So it said that he asked them, he said, ask them whoever scared, whoever afraid, whoever really don't want to go to the war, who ain't about that life, you can turn around and go back home.
Go back home.
He said, if you scared, if you afraid, if you don't want that smoke, go home. Remember, you got 32,000 soldiers out here, 32,000 men out here, or 32,000 willing participants out there at the time. And it says that 22,000 went back home. Why do you figure that? 22,000 men is a whole lot of men to go back home.
Yes, it is.
22,000? You know, you might have said half went back. You know, man, half went back home, man. They wasn't talking about nothing. No, man, over half. It was only 32,000. 22,000 went home. They was scared, or they was afraid, or they really wasn't about their life. They were like, man, I ain't gonna fight if I ain't gotta fight. You know how some of us do. If I ain't gotta work, I don't want to work. I let somebody else do my work. You know how we do it. So it's the same thing. They asked the question. At least they was real enough to go home, I guess, you know. They ain't going out to the fight and get embarrassed or get killed because they know they don't know how to fight. But he said, who is afraid? And that stuck with me, afraid. So people were afraid that was walking with God. People were afraid that was under control. God is delivering his people. And some people are afraid. Some people really ain't want to go. Some people ain't really want to fight. So that jumped out at me a lot. Then so he says only 10,000 remain. Then he back though said out of the 10,000, he said that's still too many soldiers to go to war with. I don't want to take you to war with that many soldiers. I'm going to pass it to Pastor Castelo, let him go, and I'll get back on it. Amen.